All right, so what's going on, guys? This is going to be the first episode of the NSFL podcast. If you don't know what NSFL stands for, it is Never Settle for Less. That is the entire movement that Justin and I are standing behind and trying to get everybody on board with. The reason for that is when you start never settling for less, that is when every single goal or task that you set for yourself, you make sure it gets done. You don't put it off. You just go in and crush every single thing that you do in life. Not just at the gym, not just at work, but in life in general. And you are going to be able to achieve every goal that you want to if you make sure that you never settle for less. Anyway, that's a little brief explanation of what NSFL is. I'm Joe, and Justin here as well. We're the two that are behind everything, making motivational posts and making sure that Facebook's up to date, making sure shirts are looking good and ready to rock and roll for everybody, and do a little bit of personal training and stuff like that. I'll let Justin get into that here in just a second and explain what else we're going to be doing here in the future, besides just shirts and social media and stuff like that for motivation. So Justin, go ahead and explain what else we're going to be doing.
Basically everything. I mean, we're going to have a gym. We're going to keep going with the personal training. We're starting boot camps up here in a couple weeks. Anything and everything. I mean, NSFL is more than just fitness. It's a lifestyle brand. It's about changing your life, doing what you want in life, not settling, never settling for less, essentially. Today, we're basically going to go over Joe's story. I mean, everyone has their own story, but I've had mine. We'll talk about mine on another time, but today we're talking about Joe's. And, well, Joe, how did it start?
Well, so my whole entire transformation started all the way back in 2016, 2015 going into 2016. It was my senior year of football, and all I knew is I wanted to, one, be a captain of the team because I felt in myself I was going to be a leader, and I know I will. So I made sure I started going to every single lifting. I didn't miss a single one. Became captain of the football team, and like I said, I didn't miss a single day of lifting. I got the strongest I'd ever been in my life, but along with that came a lot of extra eating and just lifting to just be a beefy, big boy lineman, and that's what I became.
Like powerlifting stuff, or like what?
We were doing powerlifting, but really just to be just a lineman. That's what I was training to do, to become a big wall that nobody could get by.
400 pounds of twisted steel sex appeal?
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, I did in fact hit over 400 pounds, but I didn't hit over 400 pounds just through lifting and playing my senior year. It was actually my 7th game of football senior year that I got chop blocked by somebody we're not going to bring up, but it is what it is. Justin knows who it is. I know who it is. A couple of you listening probably do as well. Anyway, got chop blocked and slight tear in ACL, completely tore MCL, and that set me back to doing a bunch of stupid stuff, man. On the weekends, I was kind of all depressed during football season my senior year because, like I said, I still had 3 more games left that I wasn't able to play in. So I started partying, drinking, doing a little bit of extracurricular, smoking some stuff, doing just stupid stuff that I don't recommend to do anymore. Anyway, so with that came some weight and fat and just getting out of shape and not giving a crap about my body. And that's when I hit over 400 pounds. So from there on out, it was 2017 and probably February because it was shortly after my 19th birthday, 17th birthday, one of the two. I started working out. I got a membership to the gym, and that was where this whole entire thing started. I started going to the gym pretty religiously. I mean, it was really just waking up in the morning and sometimes going after school when I wouldn't wake up in the morning, getting a lift in for an hour or so. And it wouldn't even really be a lift because I had no clue what I was doing.
But you did all this your senior year? Or after you graduated?
After I graduated. So I would just wake up, go to the gym, and just be there. And yeah, I was losing weight because I was doing a little bit of cardio and lifting, whatever. But like I said, I had no clue what the heck I was doing. So started looking into it a little bit more and just trying to really figure out what kind of workouts I could do. And along with that, weight loss started to get a little bit better and better and better over time. But I realized that over 2 years worth of time of going to the gym and being dedicated and just trying to have a healthier lifestyle, that one big thing that needed to change for me, being obese, because that's what I was. I was extremely unhealthy. I had high blood pressure. I've got a lot of diabetes and stuff that runs in my dad's side of the family, so it was one thing I wanted to make sure I got away from. But eating is a big thing. I can't really share like what you guys should go and eat or whatever, but some just stuff that I did personally. I started getting into an extreme caloric deficit, and that's what worked for me. Now, I do not recommend you go do that. If you want to try it, go for it. But I'm not recommending it. Anyway.
Because like, you're at the point now where you're barely eating. It's hard for you to eat 2,000 calories.
Right, yeah. It got to the point to where I was getting a little scared because I realized I was only eating like 1,000 calories a day. And yeah, it's tough. Once you put yourself into a caloric deficit, it is tough to even consume over.
That used to be a meal for you.
Yeah.
I remember being at the fair and my dad cooking brats and you eating the whole pack.
Right.
It's like, okay, I'll wait another 20 minutes.
Right.
You go to the store and get some more.
Yeah, you eat freaking 6 bratwursts that come in a pack. That's pushing 3,000 calories worth of just fat and grease, and it was really good.
Tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes
good.
good.
Days.
Yeah, especially when I didn't give a crap about my health.
That's the one thing school and some coaches are getting wrong today is they're telling these kids, go eat whatever you can, eat anything you can, just get big. All you need to do football is get big. All you need to do is get big.
Right.
Now, nutrition is essentially more important than training.
Yeah, and it really is. And like Justin was saying, getting into eating healthy, what I was doing wasn't healthy at all. But it worked for me. I enjoyed seeing the progress that came with it. But now I'm at the point to where I have to learn how to eat food and not just pretty much starve myself. Because getting into that starvation mode, your body starts to store food as fat. And that ultimately makes you gain more weight over time. It's not helping you in the long run.
Your body doesn't know where it's going to get its next meal, so it's just holding everything you're putting in it, regardless if it's clean food or not. You're just going to gain all that.
It's going into starvation mode, and that's not a good thing. It's not a healthy way to do it. Like I said, that's what worked for me. So getting back to where we were with the whole lifting and working out thing, I was only working out maybe 4 times a week. I thought that was good enough. I made sure I got in a little bit of cardio. Like I said, I had no clue what I was doing. But within those 2 years, I did lose 100 pounds. I finally broke underneath the 200-pound, under 300-pound barrier in the 200s. And one thing when I started doing research and actually reaching out to Justin is when this whole entire health and fitness thing started to really kick off for me. Besides losing 100 pounds, yeah, that's cool and all, but knowing that there was so much more potential as to what I had done leading up to this last 7 months, 8 months now, really. Speaking with Justin, he's explained to me how workouts go. Being able to work out with him has helped me. Being able to talk to him about food and watch how this freaking skinny, buff dude is able to eat, not whatever he wants, but he can eat the cool stuff. That's where I'm trying to get. But he knows how to do it in a healthy way, and that's just really cool to me, and that's what's helped me over the last 7-8 months, and really just start getting on the losing weight process and just getting down to 222
how to diet and not hate your life and
right.
still enjoy food at the same time. It's
right.
It's a process.
It's an extreme process. But with the whole weight loss journey, there was a lot of hard work. There was a lot of days where I didn't want to wake up and put in the work. I didn't want to wake up because I hated myself, because I knew what I had been doing to get to where I was, but I knew it wasn't enough. So, I'm going to give him a shout out because he's ultimately the guy that's helped me change my life, and that's Andy Frisilla. And he is the owner of a supplement company. I don't know if we should be talking about his supplement company, whatever. Anyway,
I mean, it's part of the journey, might as well.
It is part of the journey.
You ain't gonna care.
Yeah, Andy Frisilla, he is the owner of First Form, and he came up with a program that's a Live Hard program. And what I want you guys to realize is either Justin or I can motivate you before I get into what the Live Hard program is all about. At the end of the day, you can take all of our motivation and say it was because Justin or me or whoever that inspires you to go out and do it. you are the one that has to make that final decision to go out and start putting in the work and just doing everything in your power to become the best version of yourself. You can take our info, whatever it may be, and use it in a psychological way to trick yourself saying, I'm doing this because of them. At the end of the day, you're doing it because of you.
Realistically, we can't do it for you. No one can do it for you. You got to do it your own. You got to take that step. You got to do it.
Yeah. You have to be willing to go to that next level and just push yourself to the highest freaking possibilities that there are. And I know one thing, we're just getting a little off track. Justin and I's goal, just with this whole entire ordeal and the podcast and the morning videos and motivation on daily posts, is I know that he knows, and what we're trying to do is light the fire that we know is in every single one of you guys. I know everybody has their own goals. Everybody wants to do X, as in be rich, be a millionaire, be freaking hot at the beach, look good with the shirt off, whatever. But some of you guys, I know, because it's where I was at, it is hard to get that fire lit. And that's what we're trying to do, is be able to motivate you to get the fire going and deep down inside. That way you guys can go achieve the goals that you ultimately want to achieve. And that goes kind of back to what I was saying. You guys are going to thank us in the end or in halfway point or whatever, but just know you are the ones that are going out there and putting in the work every single day and changing your life forever.
Flip that switch.
Yeah, as soon as you flip the switch is when everything starts becoming real, and you realize like your mind's and your whole entire body and your lifestyle change, but your mind's ability to push back every single limit, because in the end there is no limits. You can go as hard as you want and as fast as you want, whatever, but I promise you, there is no limit as to what you can do on your time here on Earth, really. But to get back to what I was doing to lose majority of my weight, like I said, it was a Live Hard program. And so it starts out 75 days. So for 75 days, I had to, one, take a progress picture, which is something I would have never done in the past, simply because who wants to take a picture of themselves with their shirt off?
It's hard for people to do it, especially
right.
People who are just starting their journey. They don't want to, like, if their friends see it or if someone sees it, they think they're going to get judged. But, I mean, it don't matter what people think. I mean, it don't.
Yeah, and that is one thing I learned. It doesn't matter what the hell other people think, because if you know if you're able to look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and say, holy shit, what I'm doing is working, and I'm proud of myself for it.
You got to get better every day.
You got to get better every day, and you got to take. That's the whole point of the progress picture, is to be able to scroll through and see every single step of the way, day in, day out, and just little tiny progressions. Because even like Justin and I's both our transformation posts, that's not a month's time. For me, it is 3.5 years worth of time. For you, it was how many?
I've been training 12 years now. I mean, I went
but
from
your transformation picture, when was that original one in there?
The one I use the most is probably from 16 to 22, so whatever that is. 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. So a 6-year transformation, a 3-year transformation, this stuff doesn't happen overnight or in a week.
There's no magic pill. It ain't.
Right.
People need to understand, because like people always come in looking for like, I need something to lose X amount of weight this fast. I've had this one, it didn't work. I mean, you can't just take a pill and keep doing the same thing.
Right.
There's no magic pill to change your body. You need to understand that.
Yeah, and you can't just, we're getting a little off, but you can't just go and do the bare minimum and expect great results to come. Yeah, you're going to have bad workouts, but that's all a part of it. That's part of the mental toughness portion of changing your lifestyle to become healthy.
And a bad workout's better than no workout.
Right.
A 10-minute workout's better than no workout.
Right.
You just got to get in and get it done.
Just don't let that be like a repetitive thing. Don't let that keep happening, because when you do, then you're going to be like discouraged in the end and be like, what the hell, nothing's working. But it's really because you're not working. You know what I mean? You're not working hard enough. So go in with a purpose. Get your stuff done. Get out. In the beginning, don't spend any extra time. Go in with your mindset on whatever the hell you got to do, whatever workout, shoulders, arms, legs, chest, back, buys, whatever you're doing. Going with that one thing on your mind, do it, get it done, get out. Because that's the way that over time you'll be able to add on to that. It makes you, as hard as it is, and with self-confidence and stuff start going through the roof, you're going to want to talk to other people. And then further and further down the road, you're going to want to talk to people and motivate them. As crazy as it sounds, don't get too caught up in talking to people too much at the gym. That's one thing that I've learned, at least, because I did do that quite a bit, and I realized that I was wasting more time than I was being like 110% dedicated to my workout. I was spending too much time talking. Just be careful when if you have like a certain amount of time you can be in the gym or you can be doing a workout outside, make sure you do it with purpose. That's really what I'm trying to get at.
And I know you've heard it. Like I've been personal training for 6 years, but there's always them people that say I don't have time.
Right.
No one on this earth wakes up, gets hot, straight in their car, goes straight to work,
Right.
comes straight home, falls right asleep.
Right.
That 1 hour you spend at night on Netflix,
Yep.
30 minutes that can be a workout.
Yep.
Then that 15 minutes to the
Yep.
gym, from the gym. 30-minute
Yep.
workout's better than nothing. That 1 hour you spend playing video games,
Yep.
boom, gym. There is time. You got to make time. If you say that you don't have time, you don't want it bad enough. That's all there is to it, really.
Yeah. The time thing, I love this topic simply because, like everybody knows, I've gone over this a couple times. I was a fat son of a gun. I was a big boy. I wasn't happy. I wasn't proud. Nothing.
Big Joe.
Big Joe. That's who I was. I'm still Big Joe, damn it. But I'm 6'7", 220 pounds. Big Joe now. Anyway, I would get home from school at 3:15, and I remember staying up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning just playing Xbox with my buddies.
Exactly.
And if you do the math there, that is 7, 9, so almost 11 hours some nights, depending on what time I got home or what time we ultimately went to bed. That's like half a day.
Yeah. Another thing people say, well, I need 8 hours of sleep. You do not need 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, 8 hours.
5 to 6 is plenty.
Yeah. And then sometimes Justin needs like 8 or 9, but that's just the point. Just kind of bash him a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So when you say you don't have time, think about the amount of time you sit there scrolling through your phone, looking at Instagram and Snapchats and sending out Snapchats and really just like I'm guilty of it. I'll be honest.
Right. Yeah,
but one thing at the end of the day is I make sure that I don't spend too much time doing this or too much time playing that. Like, I don't even watch TV anymore. The only stuff that I watch is stuff to learn. Like, as hard as that sounds, if you want to be successful, you have to cut out that BS and be able to just look at material that is going to help you grow and learn and just become the best version of yourself.
Yeah, don't just follow people on Instagram that are the fluent Instagram what do they call it? Influencers.
Yeah, influencers. Yep.
That are just posting booty pics or
Right.
there's the supplements they take to get big like them. No, you need viral people. Gary V.
Yeah, Gary V.
He's a big one.
Gary V is great with it. He even has like a little texting thing where like if you have any problems, he can help you out. And like if you are stuck on a question, you can message him, and he has I don't know if it's an automated system, but it does message you back like within the 5 minutes or so.
So many people you follow. I mean, Gary V, Randall Pitch, Christian Guzman. I mean, someone in your field of interest. Turn your hobby into your career, basically, is what you need to do. And just there's so many people out there to follow in every career field, every aspect of life that put content out every day that is free, better than going. No, I can't say that. Never mind.
Better than going what?
Better than going to college, I guess is what I was going to say.
Yeah. So that is a touchy subject. It's all up to you if you want to go to school. Now, I mean, we're a work in progress here, but I'll tell you one thing. My work ethic is just a little way too much more than sitting in a classroom for 15 hours a week and putting in another 20, 25 hours into statistics and like the history of Africa. Like if that sounds like lifestyle you don't want to live, don't go to college. And it's tough to be talking about this now, but I know Justin knows where we want to be at and where we are going to be at, simply because it's going to be done, and two, we know in the back of our minds that if we keep grinding at it every single day and stay dedicated to the process and trust the process, like we talked about with weight loss, this shit isn't going to happen overnight. You have to work at it one day at a time, and that's how you will win.
I mean, don't get us wrong. College is a great thing. College is a wonderful thing for the right people.
If you're going to be a lawyer, if you're going to be a doctor, yeah.
The biggest misconception is life is not what it was 50 years ago.
Right.
I mean, you had to go to college and learn stuff. Like, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a job. Right. But now there's so much stuff that everything is at your fingertips with the internet.
You're giving away the secrets.
Everything. It's just you got to be able to put the work in and want to do it yourself. That's all there is to it.
It's a huge learning thing, and some of your family members may not even be happy if you tell them like, "Hey, I'm not gonna go back to school," and that's kind of what I'm going through right now. I'm gonna take a semester off, and that's really just what I'm telling them. But I'm gonna take a semester off, just see how this starts going, and one thing that I've had stuck in my mind, and I will give Andy Frisella credit for it, fuck Plan B, you know? And I don't know if you guys are all about the cussing and stuff, but as harsh as it sounds, don't have a Plan B, because then you know you're not going to go 110% into Plan A.
Right, I mean, it's survival mode. It's
right, yeah.
Fight or flight.
Right.
Like when you're squatting, you got 600 pounds on your back, and you got no spotter, you go down.
Right.
You gotta come up.
I'm gonna throw you in a lake. You're gonna sink or swim, bro. Come on. That's the thing. Having a plan B, for some people, in the back of your mind, you have that sense of security, and your anxiety doesn't go.
People who are scared to take the jump.
Right, but if, like Justin just said, if you do take the jump, you got to be able to go 110% into it. You got to give up a lot of quote unquote time that you don't have, and we all know you have free time to sit around and friggin' play Xbox
and to the people who say they need the 8-9 hours of sleep because they only get 5 hours of sleep, they're tired all day. That's your nutrition. That's your diet.
Yeah, that's your diet. That's your
fix your diet, you're good to go.
You start doing some cardio. Justin over here is the biggest fan of the cardio game.
I don't do the cardio thing.
But
my cardio is walking the jump, keeping up when we're going to the store.
But in trying to doing that to make this stuff possible, that's what that was all about. So we got way off track there, Justin.
Back to
starting in 2019. 2019. Well, sorry, we'll back up about a month and a half.
75.
I wanted to really get into working out every day, and screw that cap. I wanted to get into working out every day, and as crazy as that sounds, people always tell me like you need a rest day. It's not healthy for you, Joe. Yeah, that's BS. So
the body will adapt.
Yeah, your body will adapt. Like right now, I'm pretty sure I have a broken toe. I'm not just saying that. I dropped something on it the other day, and it's just like black and purple right now.
It is pretty nasty. And speaking of that, don't ever send me a picture of your foot again.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I had to.
Not into the
I was showing you never settling for less. So
Anyway, like that.
Yeah, right. So back to where we were. I wanted to start a streak, not a Snapchat streak, not going down the road naked, whatever you guys just put your head towards and thought about. I wanted to set a workout streak for myself, and I'm pulling it up here because I just want to kind of confirm it a little bit. If you guys, you won't be able to see it. So with these little fancy watches here, I'm able to track how many days that I've tracked a workout, and right now my current move streak and workout streak is 252 days. So 252 days ago, I had already lost 100 pounds, but I knew I wanted it more, and 252 days ago was actually a day that I messaged Justin, or he saw my Snapchat, something like that, and we got into talking about just like overall working out and me wanting to get in a workout with him, and like I wanted to train with one of the fucking baddest motherfuckers that I know in the lifting game. I mean, that started in November, and it is now August 1st. Blackout did just release here this morning at 10 a.m. if you want to go check the links in our bios on Facebook and Instagram.
He'll get you a shirt.
Yeah, get you a shirt, get you a hoodie. Follow the pages for daily motivation and great content. And,
no advertising here.
Yeah, no advertising here. We're here to inspire you guys, and yeah, I don't know what a plugging a merch is at all, guys. Anyway, so 252 days of workouts every day. The Live Hard thing was take a progress picture every day, drink a gallon of water every day, 2 workouts a day, 1 indoor and 1 outdoor. Both of those had to be at least 45 minutes. There was no cheat meals during that time. You had to read 10 pages of a nonfiction, influential, like entrepreneurship type book, and no alcohol. No alcohol was a big thing. Like I said, when everything went south for me, I turned to doing stupid stuff on the weekends and just partying. And I was in college for the last 2 years, and that's like that's what it was all about. It was partying, and then that just, wow, me saying that just made me realize that college is an absolute joke. Oh my gosh. You go to college, me personally didn't get in debt, but thousands of people go thousands and thousands, sometimes hundreds of $1,000s into debt just to party Monday through Sunday.
Come out the degree and get a $20,000 a year job starting out.
Right, yeah.
Pay off a semester.
And they owe thousands of dollars. And
you gotta do college smart if you're gonna do it. You gotta do it right.
If you're going to college, do it the smart way.
Go to the branches. Go to the branch colleges.
Go to branches. You're gonna get the same degree you would at a quote unquote state college, big name, freaking OSU, whatever.
For a fraction of the price.
Or do the Dave Ramsey style and pay cash. That's what I did, and that's why I'm not upset about dropping out. Now, say I have 20-some grand in debt, I probably wouldn't be dropping out because it'd be a dumb move on my end.
Taking a semester off.
Yeah, I'm taking my semester off, not dropping out. Anyway, so all those little things of 2 workouts a day and all that were 75 days in a row. No cheat meals, no alcohol, a gallon of water, 2 workouts. Ran through snow. I ran through sleet. The coldest day was -13 with a wind chill like -24. And that was January 6th because it was my cousin's birthday, I believe. And it sucked. It really sucked. But overall and throughout the process, I learned that's type of stuff that's got to be done. You got to put yourself through some very tough times, and you have to be willing to go all in, or your results aren't going to be what you want. And we're currently doing the second part of that Live Hard program, which is 30 days of all those same things, but you add a 5-minute cold shower and 10 minutes of visual dedication, which is really cool. It's kind of like meditating, and some of you might be like, oh my gosh, it's weird, but that's the same thought I had about yoga. Yoga's pretty sweet too because it's the best stretching that there is. And then
yoga's a crazy thing. I mean,
yeah, yoga's crazy
because I was getting carpal tunnel in both my hands.
Right.
And I saw yoga's supposed to help with carpal tunnel syndrome or whatever it's called.
Right.
I did yoga for 30 days. Yoga with Adrian on YouTube. I looked goofy. And it was hard. One of the hardest things I ever did.
Right.
But I did it for 30 days, and I haven't had any carpal tunnel things with my hands since. And it's been like 2 years now.
And anytime I think about this stuff, you ever watch The Game Plan with The Rock?
Yeah.
He's a little freaking ballerina.
The ballerina?
He's a professional football player in that movie, and he has a very hard time doing ballet. But that's kind of what it goes back to, mental toughness, as crazy as that sounds. Pushing yourself through anything that makes you uncomfortable for a long period of time, or just consistently doing that, is what is going to push you to your furthest and uttermost best self possible. And I know Justin can agree to that, and can just attest to it, really, because he's done it. I know he has, and I know he will continue to, and I know I will as well. And that's really just how we've gotten to where we are. And now, like I said, it's August 1st, and we're doing everything we can to get to where we are, obviously. And we hope you guys are enjoying it. We get DMs and messages and screenshots and stuff of people working out, or little progress pictures and stuff like that. And I mean, it's really cool, and that's ultimately what we want, and that's what we hope to do, is be able to motivate you guys every day to go do that stuff. Yes, never settle for less. This whole thing is a fitness business, but we want you to win in every aspect of life. Because Justin and I both know that deep down inside, like I was talking about earlier, there is a little fire, like a little tiny match down there that just needs some fuel to keep rocking and rolling. And that's what him and I are here for, is to light you guys up and go crush it every single day. Give it your all and never settle for less. I know Justin probably wants to say something here at the end. Maybe not. It's okay. But really, we are here to motivate you guys, push you to your maximum capability, like I just said. And just remember one thing, and you guys are probably gonna laugh because it's a pretty tough one. Make sure you never settle for less. And we thank you guys for joining us on our first podcast here. And look forward to hearing from us.
Tag us in your post, whether we're training you or not, whether you're wearing a shirt or not from us. We want to see what you're doing.
And when he's not just saying that to be demanding. Obviously, you find some sort of like motivation or something, or you want it to be 30-some minutes into this podcast.
Your guys' progress and posts motivate us.
Yeah, that
makes us want to keep going too.
Yes, that is the whole thing to it. Tag us in your posts. It'll help us keep going. It'll help you keep going because we will boast the crap out of you guys and make you just feel like great human beings. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, remember, you guys are the one that started, and let that one main thing click in your head. And I know it's inside of every single one of you. You want to be listening to us right now. You decided that day you wanted to make sure you never settle for less.
We're in there all in this together. We all help each other.
Right. We are here. Any questions, anything, DM us, message us on Facebook. Really, at any hour of the day, I wake up to them.
I'm usually up pretty late, so.
Yeah, Justin's up late. I'm up early, so it kind of makes sense. Message us with any questions, comments, concerns, whatever it may be, and let us know if we can be any more help to you besides just motivation and some badass shirts and hoodies and content. So
rock on,
and we will see you next time. All right, thank you.